Hello everybody and welcome back to my creative project. This is the Minecraft map that I'm kind of planning on, and I have done a little bit more of some training and a little bit... I actually watched The Witcher recently and that kind of inspired a bit of it. Actually, a few of the builds that I'm going to do in this world is probably inspired by The Witcher or other media like that, but I was really happy with how this one turned out and I hope you like it too. With that being said, without further ado, let's go straight into the time lapse and I'll explain a little bit of what's happened and yeah, what I plan to do with the rest of the area. Let's get into it. So here we have the final product. Loads of terraining. This was definitely one of the biggest challenges with this build. Of course, we've got the massive river, and as you can see of my amount of different types of tools I've got here just to help with the world edit, because there were so many different tools I needed to use just to make this river, to smooth everything out, get the different blocks I needed and tools. It was easier to have them in different tools or bound to different tools. This area is again not quite finished because I need to find a way to meld the landscape in a little bit, whether that be with the big forest kind of around surrounding it. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll do some more hills or something like that. I just wanted the general area or the main area that this will be in. So as you can see, we've got this lovely river that goes around and it leads to our first build of this area. So the reason why this isn't a finished area is it's going to be big and I don't want to focus too heavily on one section because honestly I get bored very easily, so I need to move from section to section. So we've got this one that's the start of it, and yeah, this is the kind of vibe that I want to go with. So a bunch of different colors, kind of very intricate but like still very natural. And I want to kind of pull all of the different colors together with cyan because it does go with pretty much every color, and adding just little touches here and there really help. I'm very happy with how this worked out. And even this like diagonal bridge I made, I really like it. That's such a cute design, especially here. Now I want buildings like this all the way around, but I started with this bit because this middle bit I want to be kind of like massive, just a bunch of like little city houses all cramped together and going up in kind of a dystopian way. So it kind of looks mismatched together, which I think will look really cool over here. I added a bit of details to the side. I don't want to overdo it because I know there's going to be a lot here, so I don't want your eyes to be too busy. But I really like the way that this has turned out. We've got a few kind of staircases around, so you know, you're supposed to go up here. There's a little bit of an area here, and then you kind of go up here into the first building, and then you can access the second building through here. I just want it to be very interconnected, and I think this is a really good start. I'm very happy with how it looks like. And it's also given me a very good general idea of how I want the rest of this to kind of pan out and how I want it to fit. So I'm very happy and excited to add all of that in, and yeah, especially make a bunch more details and decorations, because right now it's just moss and tough mossy cobblestone, but I do like the terrain here. Like I don't know what kind of terrain you would call this or what kind of biome you would call this. I definitely want to add some trees. I kind of think I'll have to look into it a little bit, but it's very like mossy, very green, lush, I guess, but kind of like a lush cave in the overworld, but you know, a bit more toughy. Now we do have a little bit of glitches that I'll have to kind of fix up a little bit just with world edit, you know, where the river's kind of stopped and there's some parts that the water runs into each other. But I also have bits that I don't want to fix and I do like the look of, like this bit here. I like the look of the river kind of having bits where it flows down, or almost like waves, I guess. And I think it gives a different level of depth to the entire terrain, rather than just having a flat river all the way around. Having it rise in some bits I really do like. So in the end I am very happy with this. The only thing which I might change, but I'm not too sure yet, I'm not sure if I like the difference of green with the grasses because of the type of biome this is, which is mushroom fields. The grass is very green, which isn't bad, but I don't know how I like it contrasting against the moss, which isn't as green. But I'll just have to play around, do a bit more building, use it a little bit more and see how I like it. I guess it's not too bad. It adds a bit of a pop of color to the rest, but you know, I'll have to workshop it. What do you guys think? Let me know. These builds are actually surprisingly harder than I thought they would be because they're very small, but I had to try and figure out the best ways to make these stilts work, I guess, to not look unrealistic. I needed to make sure it looked like it could hold up. So I've had to make these quite thick here, so it's very reinforced the sides, so that's definitely not gonna fall. And then I had to kind of bend this to the side a little bit just to make it make a bit of sense, but I didn't want to play too much around with the terraining because I want the various levels of terrain to kind of be the basis of how the build is supported. So I don't want to play around with too much of digging out and making things more flat because I don't want that as my vision, I guess. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. I like all the little details, the bits of cyan I was able to add in to kind of tie everything together. And I added a little bit of texturing with some bricks and then the bamboo, of course. And I think that pulled it together a lot more because otherwise it was just very flat, plain colors. And I like the weathering look of bricks or bamboo and the otherwise very bright and perfected concrete or terracotta. But with that being said, that's what we've got done here. And I'm very happy with how it looks. I hope you guys like it too. Hope you guys are excited for the rest of the builds and the rest of the biomes and stuff. I've had some cool suggestions in my Discord, which is very exciting for me to see. And also brainstorm a little bit. Oh, we've lost the entities. Let's move back a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoyed the builds. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.